Californians can live in cars. Well, you'll love this story. What's her name again, Joe? You still live in your car, right? So there's a new California bill proposed by a Democrat Assembly member where it could allow homeless college students to sleep in their cars in an effort to address the state's housing crisis. So the universities will develop, I mean, this is like thought through. They're going to develop an overnight parking program with access to basic needs and campus security. This is crazy. They're basically saying it's too expensive to live at the college, so you can live in the parking lot. But you can pay the tuition.
Yeah, instead of doing anything to bring down the super high cost of tuition, they're just making it easier for the kids to be homeless. You know, they're like, okay, next, well, we're not going to bring the cost of textbooks down, but we're going to allow people in the dorms to make toilet wine. This is all bad. This is all bad. And, you know, even my college still will call me every now and then and ask me for a donation, and I'll say no, and they'll be like, well, don't you want other people to have the same opportunities you had? And I'm like, no, they should just buy a Lamborghini and then push it off a cliff.
You know, Guy, how do you know me, I mean, you and I are both very similar. How do you bring a chick back to your dorm if your dorm is a Toyota?
It's a mystery, Greg.
Yeah.
But this is just a classic California where
Yes,
they've created horrific policies that make housing unattainable for many people. And rather than reevaluating their entire political worldview, they're like, let's just pass a new law that lets people sleep in their cars.
Yes.
And they pat themselves on the back like they've done something. They're good people.
They'll pretend it's like it's your choice. It's like, oh, now you're free to live in your car. It's kind of like, now you can be homeless. It's like, look what we've done to you. You have a right to live like an animal. They never solve anything. It's crazy. You know what I think, Dagan? I think the future is if you can live in your car, you can soon rent your car as an Airbnb. You could, like, let's say you buy a van, a really crappy van, you park it on the beach, Airbnb.
I would actually stay in them.
Yeah, I think you would.
I am all in on an econo line.
Yeah.
There's a dude who lives in one down the street here.
Yeah. That's Vic.
Wait, I'm peeping in the
No, that's
peeping in the
Ducey,
window.
I think that's Steve Ducey.
This
Why? You know, he has a beer at like 3:30 in the morning. Why go home? He got a coffee pot. He got a little bowl to pee in. Everything's good.
This law clusters all the students in their cars in one place, making them sitting ducks for thieves to rob their cars. If you're in California and you have a car, get the out.
Yeah. That reminds me.
Drive.
That reminds me of my second favorite website, Sedilfs. Sitting ducks. Aaron. California is one of the lowest home ownership rates, and as Joe points out, the most expensive colleges and housing prices in the country. But yet they think, oh, you know what? Rather than address that, put them in cars.
It's the ultimate Democrat move. It's not a solution, it's a surrender. They're saying, yeah, we've made all of the issues here, but don't worry about it because we're going to let you sleep in your car. How about you go back and look at the other policy issues that got you here? Or you talk to the university about figuring out what the housing solution should be, and if there is a means for the government to help, which they shouldn't because that's a private institution. But the idea that they are saying, hey, listen, take out lots of debt, go ahead, make sure you get yourself your student loans. You clearly are going to have to take on debt to do that. Because of all this debt you're going to accrue for yourself, Democrats will tell you they'll pay it off for you, but you won't have a place to live in the meantime. You just get to live in your car. They just keep trying to, like, move the goalposts because they ultimately aren't delivering any real solutions.
Yeah, but at least you have a car. Most people in college didn't have cars, you know? If you knew somebody in college who had a car, that was like a big deal.
I had a 90 Buick Roadmaster, Greg.
I bet you did.
Chick magnet.
Is that a station wagon?
No, it was a sedan.
Oh, good for you. Viewer mails next.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.